Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. There we go. There is a website at the bottom, llewellyn.com. I believe the current website is usgamesinc.com. But if you look up Cyril Marchetti in tarot, you should easily find stuff. Don't do it. Yeah, no. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. Here's some websites in the back. ToriHartman.com, WatkinsPublishing.co.uk, or WatkinsPublishing.com. Whatever works for you. Feel free to freeze frame if you'd like any of that information. All right. Hopefully the cat will not jump into frame, but fair warning. What do we have for Taurus? Ooh. Something is getting right out of your way. You seem to like it, or do you not realize it at first? No, I think you like it. Okay. This energy doesn't match you. It's neither good nor bad, but it doesn't match you. No, it's Knight of Wands. Something comes in, it's got a lot of bells and whistles for a minute, a week or two goes by, and it's gone. I just feel like you were too busy to care anyway. It's kind of like, you know what, unless it's got staying power, unless it's going to be here for a while, I don't really care. Just stay out of my way and don't mess up my stuff. Stay out of my way and don't mess up my stuff. That's funny. That makes me laugh. I don't care what you do, just stay out of my way and don't mess up my stuff. I keep getting that. Whatever. Do what you gotta do, just stay out of my way, don't mess up my stuff. But by this coming in and going out, whatever it was, it removes some block. Seven of Swords is not usually a card that people really care to see. Not usually. But it's like this Knight of Wands came in, claimed whatever this was, and took it with it. Took that Seven of Swords and took it with it. It doesn't... Whatever the Seven of Swords was, you were seeing as a problem anyway. So I feel like you were on point, kind of like, oh, yeah, that's not something I want anyway. But I feel like I'm kind of stuck with it. Then this, Knight of Wands comes in, says, hey, Seven of Swords, want to go hang out? And they're like, yep. And poof, there they go. Doesn't have to be a person-person thing, but something is removed out of your way. And this Knight of Swords actually helped you with that. And I feel like, again, you weren't really paying that close attention to it. But when it took something out of your way that you didn't want anyway, you're kind of like, well, that's junk. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, they stole it? It was junk. That's okay. It's kind of like, well, I was going to get rid of it anyway. It's kind of like having, like, something in your backyard, like an old car or something, and you're like, I just want to get rid of that stupid thing. Oh, somebody stole it? Okay, bye. Bye. I didn't want it anyway. I want to get rid of it anyway. It's kind of like you were already at peace with it. Like, yeah, that's going. I just don't know. I just got to find the time and a way to get rid of it. And now that it's gone... Arrivederci, or whatever you want to say. Good times. Success comes in. Somebody it's a weird situation. It's almost like they think they're doing something negative to you, and you're like, actually, that's successful for me. And by the way, when you take it, you're not bringing it back here. So I don't care if you like it or not. Now that you took it, you're keeping it. Or you're not bringing it back here at the very least. So I don't even care. You took it, either keep it, but don't bring it back here. I don't care what you do with it, just don't bring it back here. Somebody took something. Really? Okay. I mean, I still feel like you were at peace with it, kind of like, yeah, at some point that needs to leave, that needs to go. This needs to change. So when it changed, it was kind of like you were already in that energy, kind of like, I just need to find the correct way to get rid of it, to move on from it, to disconnect from it. And your Ace of Pentacles shows up with success when somebody tries to take something from you. You're like, yeah, go ahead, take it. It's yours. It's yours. I don't feel like you were paying attention to them when they took it, though. And you're like, oh, all right. I think because you were already moving in this direction, I'm still kind of like baffled. Like, wow, you really are handling this quite well, quite well. Taurus is very like, they have a reputation. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, for like being possessive. What you have is yours, and you hold on to it. And you don't like people taking it from you. Not usually, but this is kind of like, well, I want to get rid of that. It's kind of like they don't realize the favor they did for you. Yeah, see, because this is your card. I was looking at it this whole time, and I knew there was something about it. This is your card. That's what it is. This is the Taurus card. This was right on point, right on plan to where you were going anyway. I'm going to give the analogy. I've been kind of trying not to, but I'm going to do it now. For some of you, not all of you, obviously, this might be a relationship thing or a friendship thing. Something like that, where the person you're connected with in this relationship doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship that's just outlasted its usefulness, if we want to go there. And all of a sudden, like, something comes in, there's some type of problem, and somebody else is kind of like saying to that person, this other person, they should go with them. And you were already in that place where, like, I don't like this relationship anymore. I don't want to be a part of it really anymore. So when they go the other way and they start hanging out with somebody else, you're kind of like, that's fine, just take your stuff. Just take your stuff. That's fine, take your stuff, it's cool. You were already there. You were already there is what I'm getting. And I'm also, like, the gratitude card comes in right with it. Like, this is either hitting or it's not. That's just how it is. It does happen fast, but again, you were already there. And I feel like this is full circle, too. Full circle is dependent on how you want to take that. So, either the situation that's gone is known for having ill intent, and it's kind of like, well, it came in ill intent, it's going to leave in ill intent, and it'll keep creating ill intent. For some of you, if it's a relationship thing, and you're going to know if this hits or not, so don't worry about it. Like, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But if somebody came to you, and maybe they were cheating on somebody, and you didn't realize it, they left the same way they came. If it connects that way. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm one of those people. It's kind of like, once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm kind of that one. So I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. So if somebody came in that energy, they left in that energy, and it's kind of like, yeah, and they can stay gone. It's kind of like lesson learned, full circle. There's a full circle energy going on here. Doesn't have to mean you have any negative connection to it, but like if there's something shifty about the situation or person, it's kind of like how it came in is how it went out. You're kind of like, well, that's how it goes. Non-reacting is better. This is your challenge card, the Two of Wands. There does seem to be the urge to have some type of knee-jerk reaction, but Taurus is in a power position to, if you think about it real fast and you don't want to do it, you won't do it. I don't know how to explain that. It's kind of like, you could stand in the way of this, or, I don't know, you don't really want to. If you just sit back and give yourself a minute to think about it, which is your normal energy anyway, things will be fine. There is something kind of like the urge to do this knee-jerk reaction, trying to avoid it. It's easy to avoid it if you see it coming. Just don't do anything rash, because I feel like it will more than likely backfire on you. I don't know. Don't do anything rash. Just sit back and do your normal energy of like, let me soak it in and think of what I want to do with it. It works to your benefit, especially in this situation. I know that's not always the case, but in this situation, that's what I feel. Just so if this is connecting or linking up with you. I mean, all readings for entertainment purposes only. We know that, so take it with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, give yourself a minute to think about what's going to happen. You're going to go on with success. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Your life does not seem to be majorly disrupted. I don't think you want it to. There is... You don't want it to, okay. Keep that in mind. As you move forward from this situation, just keep that in mind. I don't want my life disrupted. There's no need for it to be. And let this energy move on, and just like imagine your life without that energy and just move in that direction. That's it. It seems real simple because you're creating something, but you have like, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to reform this, but like, I want my life to stay the same minus this person or minus this situation. So just visualize that your life the same way it is, just without this person or this situation. So for example, if it's a job, okay, the job helped me afford all these things. So if I imagine my life going forward without this job, I still have to make money, so I have to have a job, just not that job. So you're just envisioning your life going forward, and you're just doing a different job, but you're still living the way you're living. I don't know how if I hope that makes sense. Same thing with a person. If there's certain things they did that made your life easier, just do it yourself. I feel like that's easy for you. I don't think that'll be hard because I have a feeling it's not a big shoe to fill. But, depending on the person, of course. Or if you need somebody to fill those shoes, if like somebody was taking care of this or taking care of that, hire somebody to do that. Or ask a friend, ask a family member, see if they can take over that for a little while until you switch things around, whatever it needs. Or maybe whatever that was they did, change it. If they cook dinner every Thursday night, get takeout instead, whatever. I mean, not to make it super simple, but just keep envisioning your life minus that going the same way. And you'll just move forward within 3 to 4 months. It will be so easy for you. You'll have moved on and it won't even be a thing. The energy around this is the unreliable. We'll just use unreliable. Whether it goes left or right, you can't really. You're like, I don't know, maybe it'll go left, maybe it'll go right, and then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes backwards, and you're like, well, okay. It's unreliable. It's like even when you think it'll probably go this way or that way, it goes a different way. That's what I'm trying to say. So just detaching from it is easier. Envisioning your life without this connection is easier. By envisioning your life without this connection, whatever it is, it changes and it evolves fairly quickly. You move on fairly quickly, and you'll be a lot happier for it. If there's this quasi in and out energy, like it's here today, it's gone tomorrow, it's back, it's gone, it's back, it's gone. I don't know. Don't play that game. Do yourself a favor. Don't play that game. You may be tempted to. That's where this kind of starts to show up again. Like maybe I have to, or maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe it's expected that I would give this another chance. I wouldn't. I would just move on without it. Whatever you need to do. I think that's it. All right. I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.